So I'm a big fan of Brad Paisley, and looking at some of the best performing videos on this channel, videos like sounding like Brad Paisley and videos like playing like Brad Paisley, sounds like you guys have the BP obsession too. And recently I stumbled across this pedal and it blew my mind. This is the Brad Paisley Deluxe Drive by Brian Wampler, and it very well might be the Brad Paisley in a box guitar pedal that you've been looking for. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, it's Ryan Snyder bringing you the best country guitar tips and tricks so that you can level up your country guitar music playing faster. On this channel, I cover everything from tone tips, gear reviews, and guitar playing tips so that you can play country music. So today we're going to be taking a closer look at the Paisley Deluxe Drive and the two pedals that are built into this one pedal that will give you the ultimate Brad Paisley guitar tone, all in this one small little footprint of an enclosure. So for my tones today, I'm going to be playing through my Brad Paisley guitar patch on my HX Stomp XL, if you're interested in picking up that patch, along with about 7 or 8 other country guitar patches that is ever growing. That link will be in the description box down below. With that said, let's talk about the perfect country guitar pedal, the Brad Paisley Deluxe. Let's get into it. So looking at the pedal, you can divide it into two sides. The left side is the Wampler Paisley Drive that Brian Wampler and Brad has been collaborating on since 2010. And then the right side is the Wampler Underdog Overdrive, which is a pedal that Brad has been using for many, many years. And unfortunately, the Underdog Drive has been discontinued for quite a while now. So the only way that you can get an Underdog Drive is if you use the Brad Paisley Deluxe Drive, unless you find one like on Reverb or eBay or something like that, of course. So looking at the Paisley Drive, it has 3 knobs, and like most distortion pedals, you have level, gain, and you have tone. You turn the gain knob to make your guitar either more or less distorted, and then you use the level knob to compensate for that volume boost or volume suck, so that whether the pedal is on or off, the volume stays relatively the same. Or you can keep the volume a little bit higher so that you can use this pedal, or at least this side of the pedal, to use as like a solo lead boost to punch through a little bit more or something like that. Once your levels and gain is set, you might love the sound, or you might not. If it sounds too dark, turn the tone knob up. And alternatively, if it sounds too harsh, turn the tone knob down. And if you want more control, there's this button here on the side called voicings. When the button is pressed out, Brian calls this full mids. And when the button is pressed in, Brian calls this transparent mids. So now let's look at the Underdog side. And it has the same level and gain knobs that work exactly the same way as the Paisley Deluxe Drive side. And instead of a single tone knob, it has a 3-band EQ that has a bass, mids, and treble knobs so you can affect your sound. Too boomy? Cut the bass. Too thin? Boost the bass. Too honky? Cut the mids. Too hollow? Boost the mids. Too harsh? Cut the treble. Too dull? Boost the treble. And then on the side, there is a fat switch, which essentially is a low mid boost. So when you press it in, your guitar sounds a little bit fatter. Then on the top, there is a switch that either makes the pedal go from left to right or right to left, or act as independent pedals. Therefore, you can add different pedals in between these two pedals if that's your jam. The order really only matters when you're gain staging and you want to have both pedals on at the same time. So really try not to overthink this step. So now you're probably thinking, all right, this is all great and well, but how does this pedal make me sound like Brad Paisley? Well, a few years ago, I once came across a YouTube video that no longer exists, but he essentially broke down the Brad Paisley guitar sound into 4 different distinct sounds. And this guitar pedal handles 3 of those 4. The first aforementioned Brad Paisley guitar tone is literally just a Telecaster through an edge of breakup cranked Vox amplifier. Allegedly, this is the guitar tone that you're hearing on Brad Paisley's early albums, from the first album all the way through Play. Songs like Mr. Policeman, Cluster Pluck, and The Nervous Breakdown. All those great chicken picking songs. So set your Vox style amp to the edge of breakup and it sounds like this. The next aforementioned guitar tone is the Trainwrecked sound, which is based off of the legendary Trainwreck amplifiers. And apparently the original Paisley Deluxe Drive, and the same one that's in this pedal, is meant to distort like a Trainwreck amplifier. To achieve this tone, push in the voicing side and then set the gain to about 11 o'clock, and it kind of gives you that Cliffs of Rock City sound. Sounds like this. The third group of tones is the modded tube screamer sound. Now, everybody loves tube screamers, but it's everywhere. So now the cool thing is the modded tube screamer sounds that have more bass, because more bass is more. For this tone, use the Paisley Deluxe drive with the voicing set out, and you want the drive a little bit back, maybe around 9 o'clock for the gain, and it's kind of that waiting on a woman tone. Sounds like this. And the last aforementioned guitar tone is the underdog tone, which uses, of course, the underdog side of the Paisley Deluxe drive. And apparently the underdog drive is based off of a Noble's ODR1, which is a hyper meta guitar pedal right now, especially in music coming out of Nashville. This sounds similar to what you're hearing on the guitar solo for Perfect Storm. Sounds like this. But I'm curious about you guys. Have you ever played through the Paisley Deluxe drive? Have you ever heard of it? What pedal do you think this could switch on your current board right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm curious because this has been on my board and this is the first time it's come off in probably 6 months. And the only reason it's come off my board is so that I can make this video. If y'all are interested in picking up one of these below, there will be new and used affiliate links in the description box below. It goes a long way to help support the channel at no extra cost for you guys. And you get to pick up a Brad Paisley Deluxe drive. So win-win there. And if you're looking for a demonstration of the Paisley Deluxe drive with a PRS style humbucker guitar and a Telecaster guitar, so you can get the full range of guitar tones. And then check out some other Brad Paisley guitar videos here, and I'll see you in a future video. And until then, let the music play.